विद्यार्थी बंधू आणि भगिनींनो, आपल्या सर्वांना कल्पना आहे आपण सगळे कोविड या महामारीत ग्रस्त झाल्यामुळे आपण कॉलेजमध्ये येऊ शकत नाही रेग्युलरली, आणि म्हणून आपण ऑनलाईन क्लासेसची सुरुवात केलेली आहे. या अंतर्गत आज आपण पोएट्री सेक्शन सुरू करत आहोत. वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विथ द पोएट्री सेक्शन. ॲज वी नो व्हेरी वेल दॅट वी हॅव 3 poems into our syllabus, and we are today going to discuss the poem. The title of the poem is Ecology, which is written by A. K. Ramanujan. A. K. Ramanujan is a very well-known name in the field of English literature, especially those English poets who are Indian by birth. So A. K. Ramanujan is one of them, and he is a very famous poet in Indian writing in English. Let us have a small glimpse about the poet A. K. Ramanujan. A. K. Ramanujan was originally a poet of Mysore but taught in the University of Chicago from 1962 onwards. The poet of delicate and refined sensibilities, he tried his best to perfect a transcendent style in his poetry. He has own independent style in writing poetry, and the background of the poetry is Indian background. So we people who are Indian, that is why it is quite easy for us to understand the ethos and emotions which are attached with that poem. We can discuss a lot about A. K. Ramanujan, but we are not going to discuss a lot. We have to study the poem. That is why in a very few times we just discuss about Ramanujan. But I would like to add some of the things about Ramanujan. That Ramanujan, he writes about the sources and nature of his poetry. Says English and my disciplines give me my outer forms, linguistic, metrical, logical, and other such ways of shaping experience, and my first 30 years in India, my frequent visits and field trips, my personal and professional preoccupations with Kannada, Tamil, and the classics of folklore give me my substance and my inner forms, image, and symbols. This is the statement given by Ramanujan, which shows that though he is working working abroad in USA, but his background is very much Indian, and that is why whenever he visits India, he always finds out what is there into Indian ethos, Indian culture, and he tries to reflect all those things into his poetry. This particular poem also, Ecology, is one of them. Here we will find one very particular typical situation which we find everywhere. Though this poem is having the background of Ramanujan, we can say it is from Mysore, so it is the background of South India. But even we can experience this experience of that poem into our region at our place also, which is very similar to that of the poem, the background that is narrated by poet into this particular poem. So let us have a discussion on this poem, Ecology. It is non-metrical. There is no meter particular stanza form of this poem. You can see here, I am just reading the poem for you. The day after the first rain, for years I would come home in a rage, for I could see from a mile away out there red champak trees had done it again, had burst into flowers and given mother her first binding migraine of the season with their street long heavy hung yellow pollen fog of fragrance. No wind could sweep, no door could shut out from her black pillared house, whose walls had ears and eyes, scales, smells, bone creaks, nightly visiting voices, and were chorus like us. Still there is no full stop. So continuation, you can see the continuation of the stanza. There is no stanza actually, and through single line you can say he has written this poem. But we stop here. I would like to make this particular part what I have read now as the first part of the poem, and the remaining part I am not going to read it right now. The second remaining part of the poem we can consider that part as the second part. म्हणजे आतापर्यंत मी जे वाचलं आहे त्याला आपण फर्स्ट पार्ट असं गृहीत धरूया, आणि नंतर जो पार्ट मी वाचेन दॅट इज सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द पोएम, अँड वी विल डिस्कस इट लेटर. आता आपण पहिल्या पार्टबद्दल बोलण्यात झाल्यास आपल्याला काय दिसतं पहिल्या पार्टमध्ये. वी कॅन सी जस्ट वर्ड बाय वर्ड यू कॅन अंडरस्टँड द पोएम, but try to understand the inner meaning, what is there into that poem and what the poets want to suggest us. सी द डे आफ्टर द फर्स्ट रेन. नाव फर्स्ट रेन, आपण वळीवाचा पाऊस मराठीत ज्याला म्हणतो आपण. फर्स्ट रेन मीन्स द बिगिनिंग ऑफ एव्हरी समर, यू कॅन से द फर्स्ट आफ्टर द फर्स्ट रेन. For years I would come home in a rage. This is the happening every year. Every year it happens. After the first rain, what happens? For I could see from a mile away. It is a long distance. When I come into my place, I could see from a mile away, from the long distance, out there red champak tree. Now champak tree is a very typical tree into South Asia, and India comes in South Asia. That is why it is very regular tree into our region. Now see champak tree. द पोलन्स ऑफ चंपक ट्री. एखादा झाडांचा बहरण्याचा जो सीझन असतो त्याला आपण जो सीझन बघतो त्या सीझनमध्ये या चंपक ट्रीचं वर्णन कसं केलं आहे पोएटनी बघा. हॅड डन इट अगेन. सो दिस इज द हॅपनिंग एव्हरी इयर. सो व्हॉट हॅपन्स? हॅड बर्स्ट इन टू फ्लॉवर्स अँड गिवन मदर. बर्स्ट इन टू फ्लॉवर्स, ॲक्च्युली बर्स्ट इन टू फ्लॉवर्स म्हणजे ते झाड बहरलेलं आहे फुलांनी. आणि अशा बहरलेल्या झाडांच्या झाड ज्यावेळेस बहरतं अशा सीझनमधली ही गोष्ट आहे जी ॲन्युअली येत असते, दरवर्षी ही गोष्ट घडत असते. सो व्हॉट इज सेज, व्हॉट हॅपन्स हिअर अँड गिवन मदर हर फर्स्ट ब्लाइंडिंग मायग्रेन. मायग्रेन हा एक प्रकारचा आजार आहे, ताप येणं आणि खूप जास्त ताप येणं. हा माझ्या आईच्या जीवनातला परिपाठ आहे. दिस हॅपन्स एव्हरीवेअर विथ माय मदर, दॅट व्हेन दिस पर्टिक्युलर सीझन कम्स, आपण असं म्हणतो की बाबा पावसाळ्याची सुरुवात झाली की सर्दी होते वगैरे अशा पद्धतीचं. सो एव्हरी इयर मदर ऑफ द पोएट शी सफर्स विथ दिस मायग्रेन. अतिशय सिव्हिअर असा ताप त्यांना येतो. मायग्रेन ऑफ द सीझन विथ देअर स्ट्रिप लॉंग हेवी हंग येलो पोलन फॉग ऑफ अ फ्रॅग्रन्स नो विंड कुड सिट. ह्या तिन्ही ओळींचा अर्थ आपल्याला ग्लोसरीमध्ये दिसेल, पुस्तकामध्ये तुम्ही बघाल तर तुम्हाला अर्थ दिसेल. व्हॉट इज हिअर? दिस लॉंग लाईन डिस्क्राइब्स हिअर दॅट द सेंट ऑफ द चंपक फ्लॉवर्स फिल्ड विथ एंटायर स्ट्रीट अँड सो स्ट्रॉंग दॅट नो ब्रीज कुड ब्लो इट अवे. या झाडांचा असा एक विशिष्ट सुगंध येतो की जो 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 कोणी थांबवू शकत नाही, म्हणजे वारासुद्धा त्याला थांबवू शकत नाही असं कवी म्हणत आहे. आणि या वासामुळे नेमकं काय होतं? व्हॉट हॅपन्स? दिस ड्यू टू दिस पोलन्स ऑफ द चंपक ट्री माय मदर सफर्स विथ सिव्हिअर fever, that is a severe migraine. No door could shut out from our black pillar. No door could shut. आपला दरवाजा असतो आपल्या भिंतींना, आपल्या घराला ज्याच्यातून येणं जाणं आपण बंद करू शकतो दरवाजा बंद केला तर, पण दरवाजा बंद करूनही तो वास येणारा थांबवला जाऊ शकत नाही. वी कॅन नॉट प्रिव्हेंट दॅट स्मेल टू एंटर इन टू house. He says further, he also describes about his house. He says our black pillared house, the house with black pillars, own house whose walls had ears. Now this is a very fine description of the house of the poet. He says our walls had ears. आमच्या भिंतींना जणू काही कान आहे. This is nothing but a sort of description in a personification figure of speech, you can say. पर्सनिफिकेशनच्या सहाय्याने जणू काही तो घर जिवंत करतो आहे. कवी म्हणतो दॅट अवर ब्लॅक पिलर्ड हाऊस हुज वॉल्स अँड इयर्स अँड आईज स्केल्स स्मेल्स बोन क्रीक्स नाईटली व्हिजिटिंग व्हॉइसेस अँड वेअर कोरस लाईक अस. सो दिस इज अ डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द हाऊस. House has all those things like human being, he can say. Here we can say the first part of the poem, and now actually there is no full stop, just we for our convenience we have made this poem into two parts. Now I read further what happens after that. Let us see. But mother, flashing her temper like her mother's twisted silver glad children knickers, wet as the cold pack on her head would not let us cut down a flowering tree almost as old as her, seeded, she said, by a passing bird's providential droppings to give her gods and her daughters and daughters' daughters basket full of annual flower, and for one line of cousins a dower of migraines in season. And there is a full stop after this word season, and here the poem ends. Now until the first part we discuss, and now we discuss about the second part of the poem. Now what happens into this second part of the poem? He says that we have discussed that annually it happens that the champak tree pollens, it creates a sort of migraine into migrate to the mother, and she is very disturbed and all those things. And what happens next? What happens here? But mother, flashing her temper like her mother's twisted silver grandchildren's knickers wet as the cold packs on her head. Now, see, two things are here. Cold pack on her head. दिस इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट. ही एक ट्रीटमेंट आहे आपल्या घरी. आपण सुद्धा अनुभवतो. जर आपल्याला ताप बीप आला तर घरचे लोक आपल्याला झोपवतात आणि कपाळावर थंड्या पाण्याच्या पट्ट्या ठेवतात. त्या पद्धतीने अशा पद्धतीने जी ट्रीटमेंट केल्या जाते त्याला आपण कोल्ड पॅक असं म्हणतो. सो कोल्ड पॅक ऑन हर हेड वेन शी सफर्स विथ दिस सिव्हिअर पेन अँड सिव्हिअर fever, that treatment is applied to her. And on the one hand there is a treatment of the mother due to the severe migraine, and on the other side what happens, other side what poet describes, he flashing her temper like a mother's twisted silver grandchildren's knicker. Now knicker, लहान मुलांचे जे लंगोट कपडे बिपडे असतात ते ओले आहेत. आता आईचे जे ग्रँड चिल्ड्रन आहेत म्हणजे कोण, तसा विचार केला तर कवीचीच मुलं आहेत. तर माझ्या नातवंडांचे जे कपडे आहेत जे वाळू घातले आहेत पण ते चमकत आहेत. वाय दे आर शायनिंग? बिकॉज दे आर वेट. ॲज दे आर वेट दे आर शायनिंग. सो व्हॉट्स मदर सेज, फ्लॅशिंग अ टेम्पर लाईक अ मदर्स ट्विस्टेड सिल्वर ग्रँडचिल्ड्रन्स निकर्स वेट ॲज द कोल्ड बॅक ऑन हर हेड. त्या चमकणाऱ्या कपड्यांची तुलना, ओले असल्यामुळे चमकणाऱ्या कपड्यांची तुलना आईच्या आजाराच्या वेळेस जेव्हा आईच्या कपाळावर पट्ट्या ठेवण्यात येतात त्याच्याशी करण्यात आलेली आहे. इथे would not let us cut down. And what happens due to this? Would not let us cut down a flowering tree. Now there is a matter of cutting down this flowering tree. चंपक ट्री या झाडाला कापण्याचा विचार कवीच्या मनामध्ये आला कारण या झाडामुळे माझ्या आईला त्रास होतो असं त्याला वाटतं. बट this would not let us cut down a flowering tree almost as old as her. The mother doesn't allow her son, that means me, to cut down this tree. Why? Because she's having a sort of attachment with that champak tree, and that is why she opposes, and that is why poet cannot cut down that tree almost as old as her. Here this line shows the age of the tree, as old as her. जणू काही ते झाड माझ्या आईच्या वयाचं, आईचा जन्म आणि त्या झाडाचा जन्म साधारण एकाच वेळेस झाला असेल म्हणून त्या आईची त्या झाडासोबत असलेली अटॅचमेंट या ठिकाणी कवी दाखवतो. आणि तो म्हणतो की ॲज ओल्ड ॲज आहे मदर सीडेड शी सेड बाय अ पासिंग बर्ड्स प्रोव्हिडेन्शियल ड्रॉपिंग. नाव सीड म्हणजे झाडाचं बी. सीडेड ॲज बाय अ पासिंग बर्ड्स. अशा होऊ शकतं की एखादा पक्षी चोचीमध्ये ते बी घेतो आणि तो असा ड्रॉप करतो. आणि हा निसर्गामधला नियम आहे की अशा प्रकारच्या पद्धतीने कुठूनही आलेलं बी जर जमिनीवर पडलं तर ते मग त्याचं अंकुर होतो आणि ते झाड मोठं होतं आणि मग त्या झाडाचं वृक्षामध्ये रूपांतर होतं. या सगळ्या निसर्गामध्ये घडणाऱ्या अशा रेग्युलर गोष्टी आहेत. आणि ही अटॅचमेंट ही त्या आईसोबत त्या झाडासंबंधात आहे. शी सेज ऑलमोस्ट ॲज ओल्ड ॲज seeded, she said, by a passing bird's providential droppings to give her gods and her daughters. And what happens after that seeding? There is a plant, and the plant turns into a big tree, and that big tree gives flowers. They are very beautiful flowers. इतकी सुंदर फुलं असतात that those flowers can be used as ornament by the women, as well as we can offer those flowers to the God. आपण देवाला सुद्धा ती फुलं अर्पण करू शकतो. आपण देवाला फुलं अर्पण करणं नेहमीचीच गोष्ट आपल्यासाठी. ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टींचा उपयोग त्या झाडामुळे आपल्याला होतो. अँड दॅट इज वाय देर इज अ डीप इमोशनल बॉन्ड, sensational bond between the poet's mother and that champak tree, and that is why the mother opposes to cut that tree, and that is why what she says, to give her gods. And on one side there is God offering flowers to the God, and her daughters, and daughters, not only daughters माझी मुलगीच नाही तर माझ्या मुलीला होणारी मुलं, माझी नातवंड, ह्या सुद्धा मुलीची मुली म्हणजे नाती ज्या असतील त्यांना सुद्धा देण्यासाठी काय डॉटर बास्केट फुल ऑफ ॲन्युअल फ्लॉवर. basket करंडी भरून, basket full of annual flowers. Why annual flowers? Because the blooming season is once in a year. आणि म्हणून बास्केट भरून, करंडी भरून माझ्या मुलीच्या राहतील त्यांना सुद्धा देते. प्रोबॅबली इन अ मॅरेज आपण असं म्हणू शकतो की कदाचित त्यांच्या लग्नामध्ये या झाडाच्या फुलांचा खूप वापर होईल आणि म्हणून या झाडांच्या फुलांसोबत तिचा एक असा सुंदर असा बॉट आहे. अँड फॉर वन लाईन ऑफ कझिन्स अ डॉवर ऑफ मायग्रेन्स इन सीझन. So this is very beautiful description at the last line, in the last line of the poem. She says that for this reason, that there is a special bond between the mother and this tree. For this reason, mother prepares to bear the pain of migraine. She is ready to accept the pain of migraine, but she is not ready to allow her child, that is the poet, to cut that tree. So this is a very fine poem. As I said, this is very typical Indian poem described by A.K. Ramanujan. And we can make an analysis of this poem in this way, that the poet has tried to show the difference in the views of the people belonging to old generation and new generation. Now in this poem you will find mother is the representative of the old generation, while the poet is the representative of the new generation. Mother, who is the representative of old generation, she has having a sort of problem due to the pollens of champak tree, which creates migraine, and she suffers due to migraine. She suffers a pain, but still she doesn't like to allow children to cut down the tree. On the other hand, the poet wants to cut that tree because it creates problem into the health of her of his mother, but still mother doesn't allow. So this is the difference of attitude, difference of the way of looking at that particular tree by the older generation and the new generation. Here mother is the representative of old, while the poet is the representative of new generation. Mother has suffering, but still she enjoys her suffering because the granddaughter and all those things who are attached with her emotions, they can enjoy the tree, and she not only disallows her son poet to cut the tree, but also she likes that the tree should be increased, and in this way a sort of contribution towards environment, contribution towards ecology. See, this is the attitude, this is the way of looking at the environment by the older generation. So in a way this work also describes a sort of outlook of the older generation towards environment as well as newer generation towards environment. So in this way we can discuss this part. So thank you so much for your kind and